The last person on Earth was not alone. At 11:59 p.m., the world ended quietly. There were no explosions, no meteors, no warning sirens. One moment, the cities were full. The next moment, every human being vanished. Except for Mara. She was in her kitchen, reaching for a glass of water when it happened. The refrigerator hummed, the lights buzzed softly. Outside, a car rolled slowly into a mailbox, driverless. Mara stood very still. "Hello?" she called. Silence answered. She ran outside. The street was empty. Front doors hung open, storefront lights glowed. A baby stroller sat in the middle of the sidewalk, unmoving. No people. Anywhere. For days, Mara searched. She drove across highways clogged with abandoned cars. She shouted into megaphones. She broke into radio stations and broadcast the same message over and over. "If anyone can hear this, I'm in Portland. My name is Mara. I'm alive." No answer ever came. After 3 weeks, she stopped using the word anyone. After 2 months, she stopped speaking out loud. After 3 months, she began to feel something worse than fear. She felt watched. It started small. Doors she knew she had closed were open. Lights she never touched flickered at night. Once, she found muddy footprints across her living room floor. They were not hers. Mara told herself she was imagining it. Isolation does things to the brain. She had read about that. Still, she began sleeping with a knife beside her bed. One night, the power grid finally failed. The world went black. No more city glow, no more electric hum, just darkness stretching across the planet. Mara lit candles and sat by the window. And that's when she saw it. Across the street, in the empty house, a light. Not electric. Soft. Warm. Moving. Her breath stopped. She waited for it to disappear. It didn't. Slowly, she stood, walked outside, crossed the street. The front door of the house was slightly open. She pushed it wider. "Hello?" she whispered. The house smelled old, undisturbed, but the light was upstairs. Mara climbed the steps, heart hammering. At the end of the hallway, one door glowed faintly. She reached for the handle. It turned on its own. The room was empty, except for a mirror, an old, tall mirror standing in the center of the room. And inside it, the room was not empty. Inside the mirror, she saw herself, but not as she was. The reflection was smiling. Mara was not. The reflection lifted a hand. Mara did not move. The reflection leaned closer to the glass. "You're early," it said. Mara stumbled backward. The voice had come from the mirror, from her own face. "You're not alone," the reflection continued softly. "You were never meant to be." Mara shook her head. "What are you?" The smile widened. "We're what stayed." The room flickered. For a split second, Mara saw movement behind the reflection. Shapes. Dozens of them. Standing in darkness, watching her. "You're the last one outside," the reflection said gently. "Come inside." The mirror's surface rippled like water. Mara felt a pull in her chest, a deep, magnetic tug. Loneliness. It pressed against her bones. 3 months of silence, 3 months of emptiness, 3 months of being the only heartbeat on Earth. "Come inside," the reflection whispered again. The figures behind it shifted closer, their faces almost visible now, waiting. Mara stepped forward, stopped. And then she did something unexpected. She laughed. It came out shakily at first, then stronger. "If I'm the last person on Earth, then this world belongs to me." The reflection's smile faltered. "You're alone," it warned. "Maybe," Mara replied, "but I'm real." She grabbed the nearest object, a wooden chair, and hurled it at the mirror. The glass shattered. The light vanished. The room went dark. Silence rushed in. Mara stood there, breathing hard. Nothing moved. Nothing whispered. She was alone again, but this time it felt different. Not hunted, not watched, just quiet. Outside, the wind moved through empty streets. Mara walked home under a sky full of stars no one else was there to see. And for the first time since the world ended, she smiled. Because whatever had stayed behind had just lost.